watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Prime Minister Hun Manet praised the authorities responsible for finding and arresting a prisoner after he was freed from custody in an armed holdup last week. So far, 11 people have been arrested in connection to the case. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has more.
Phnom Penh authorities arrested drug lord Chen Sin Han in Chong Chon Voi district 5 days after he was freed by an armed gang while at a supervised dentist appointment in Siem Reap on August 17th. 10 other criminals have been arrested in connection to the case. On his Telegram channel this morning, the Prime Minister applauded the arrest of the escaped prisoner and 10 criminals associated with his prison break, who were lined up and photographed on August 23rd. He noted the success of the mission to catch the criminals was an important step in ensuring security and public order and one is in line with the government's priority of maintaining safety and the well-being of the lives of all Cambodians. Deputy General Commissioner of the National Police, Mok Chitol, confirmed that the investigation is ongoing while authorities continue to search for anyone connected with the armed hold-up. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. The first plenary session of the new Council of Ministers was held at the Peace Palace this morning, chaired by Cambodia's new Prime Minister, Hun Manet. The Prime Minister spoke at length about the implementation of the so-called Pentagon Strategy, which is meant to develop Cambodia's socio-economic status over the next 25 years. The Cabinet met this morning to discuss 4 agenda items: the announcement of the implementation of the first phase of the Pentagon Strategy, the draft law to change the name of the Ministry of National Assembly-Senate Relations and Inspection to the Ministry of Inspection, draft by the Ministry of Economy and Finance and the Asian Development Bank earlier this year as a replacement for the previous rectangle strategy. The policies aim to achieve Cambodia's goal of becoming a high-income economy by 2050. Its 5 mottos include growth, employment, equity, efficiency, and sustainability. The specifics of the policy include creating more quality jobs for the youth of Cambodia, reducing the poverty rate to below 10%, and ensuring sustainable socio-economic development while building resilience to climate change. Prime Minister Hun Manet finished the meeting by calling on all public and private institutions, in addition to the people of Cambodia, to support the economic vision towards greater prosperity. The Pentagon Strategy is the first agenda item and was broadcast live. The remaining 3 items are internal affairs that will be discussed in a closed meeting. Kristen Winters, EAC News. You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Former Prime Minister Hun Sen watched the live broadcast of his son leading the first plenary session of the Council of Ministers of his new administration this morning and said that while watching, he was reassured of his decision to turn over power to the next generation. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has the story.
The former Prime Minister reflected on his decision to resign his position in a Telegram post during this morning's meeting. He said, "For the first time in more than 44 years, while more than 38 years, I have not been present and did not lead the Cabinet meeting. I am watching a live broadcast from the meeting chaired by the new Prime Minister. Looking at the composition of the new Cabinet, which is mostly young intellectuals, it is clear to me that the transfer of leadership from older leaders to younger leaders is quite right." He wished the new Cabinet success in fulfilling its duties into the nation, religion and the King. This morning's broadcast meeting focused primarily on the new Pentagon Strategy from Cambodia's socio-economic development. Prime Minister Hun Manet noted the importance of the development seen over the last 25 years under his father's rule and promised to build upon the progress.